Hello everybody and welcome to Elite Business Blueprint, the space where we help you learn, grow, and transform into the success you are meant to be. And a very happy 2019 to all of you. Can you believe 2018 just flew by? It is crazy. In this episode, I would like to dive a little bit deeper into the major topic that we all find ourselves doing on December 31st, probably 20 minutes right before midnight, where we're wanting to set new goals, set new intentions for the new year to come and actually follow through. Unfortunately, sometimes we kind of, fall off the bandwagon a month or two into the year, but today we have a few tips that are possibly going to help you reach those goals. If this is a topic that interests you, please stay tuned because we have a lot of good content for you. And if you are new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing and joining the family. With that said, let's jump into it. One of the things that I really want to touch and bring upon is the importance of mindset, because the way you think about everything that happened and how you handle your goals in the past and how you're going to handle them in the future has a lot to do with it. It's one of the most important ingredients. Let's ask ourselves this question. What does it mean to have a good year? So sometimes we reflect at the end of the year, this was a sucky year, it was bad, it was this, and often that is the same conversation that we have. What if we change the way we look at things? See, understanding if a year was good or not has nothing to do with the amount of problems that we had. Life has problems. No matter how much money you have, no matter how much health you had, no matter how much fitness or in shape you feel or love you have, life happens. Bottom line, problems are our friend. Like one of my mentors used to say, Jim Rohn, don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. All that being said, it means that life does not come without challenges. Life will never be problemless. What you need to ask yourself is, did I grow? Did I get stronger? When I had challenges and I had difficulties, was I able to learn from them? And if they do happen again, would I be able to, handle them a little bit better? That's what matters, because now you're gathering the tools and the strength and the growth to be able to handle anything that comes your way, whether you have no money or whether you're a billionaire. Time is flying by like crazy, and as a society, we have become more and more busy, and sometimes with mindless and useless things that don't even help us achieve our goals or even get closer to the life that we dream of. To start off, I'd like to dive a little bit deeper in some of the mindset and how we can potentially see goal settings and how we actually go about our actions and our plan in a different way. So imagine yourself a few years ago. I know that we have set a few goals and probably haven't followed through. We all have done it. Hey, I'm guilty as charged. But let's just say December 2014, 5 years ago. We had set some goals and probably every year after that. So here we are, December 2018, and we're thinking, geez, had I only followed through with all those goals? We start feeling a little bit of regret and resentment, and we don't feel so great because we didn't stick to those goals, and probably we didn't have the right plan. So it's not really our fault. There's a way to stick through it, but it's important to really hold on to that thought of how do you feel? How does it feel deep down? Had you only tried, had you only believed in yourself, and had you only followed through? So imagine now 5 years later and you have accomplished 90 or 100% of all of your goals. How would you feel? How proud would you feel for everything that you have set yourself? And in another hand, let's just say 5 years passed by and you didn't accomplish not even 20% of those goals. I know that most of us are in that situation. And sometimes we fall into the trap of beating ourselves for it and at the same time continue to set goals that don't have a set skeleton, like a set path, a real good plan that will allow you to actually achieve any of them. And that's where I want to dive into. How can we accomplish that and how we can make that happen in smaller increments? Consider dividing the year in 4 90-day plans. That means 4 sets of 90 days. Those are going to be your micro goals and your micro wins. And they all can amount to the final big goal. Macro goals, micro goals. Macro wins and micro wins. The word in itself means macro, large, and micro, small. When you divide your goals in larger amounts and then dissect them into smaller micro goals. It's a lot easier to really calendar block your day-to-day and what are you going to do. Don't worry about the big picture. Yes, you got to have that clear. Yes, you got to write it down. But at the end of the day, you don't start by saying, oh my God, how am I going to become a millionaire? It's about how you're going to increase your income. An additional $200, $300, $400, $500 a month, and eventually you will get to the actual desired amount. Next, I want to talk about the difference between a to-do list and a to-become list. Often when we're trying to reach goals, we're trying to do, I have to set a list of I have to do this and I have to do that and this. And yes, you do have to do all of that. But at the end of the day, think about it in a macro, large vision. Someone who, let's say, wakes up at 5 in the morning, if we take that as an example, who is that type of person? So you're trying to strive to become that type of person. That is someone that probably takes care of their health. That is probably someone who goes to bed early. That is probably someone who has a night routine and a morning routine. So having a schedule is what characterizes that person that usually wakes up at 5 in the morning. So if that is your goal, you are striving to become that type of person. Let's dive into a really quick example that we all can relate on. Let's just say someone wants to lose about 40 pounds. For the most part, the type of person who loses 40 pounds successfully is not the type of person who just gives up a few things in their diet and decides to take the stairs at work instead of the elevator. The type of person that sets specific goals, but most importantly, sets specific habits, because they know that someone who does lose 40 pounds successfully has specific habits that will lead as a result in losing the 40 pounds. They understand that someone who loses 40 pounds in a significant amount of time has specific characteristics. They have a very clean and clear goal. They have decided for sure that they're going to eat clean and they're not going to eat clean 3 days and not 3 days. They have a clear and set schedule for their workouts and how often is going to happen. And not only that, but how much effort they're going to put into it. They know that just going and walking the treadmill for 30 minutes is not going to give them the type of results that they're looking for. They care for the body, they stretch, they recuperate, they get massages, whatever it takes. But it's the combination of all of these things together that leads that person to successfully lose the first micro win, which is the first 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds. And before you know it, the 40 pounds are gone. But this has to be consistent. And they know that probably they're just going to become that type of person. This is going to be a new lifestyle and is going to be a permanent change. Do not make a New Year's resolutions list. Wait, what? Do not make a list? Isn't that the whole point, to make a list of all our goals and suggestions? Yes, you do write down your goals and everything that you want to accomplish. But before you get into writing the list, let's try to look at a different approach and see how that list can potentially be a little bit more efficient. So instead of trying to achieve the large goal and focusing only on that, focus on dominating the characteristics of someone who has already achieved those type of goals. And the result indirectly is going to be to have that type of result. Also, analyzing that to become list helps us with something key. When you analyze the people that already are exactly where you want to be, it gives you a little important clue. They probably did not get to where they are, which is where you want to be, by staying the same. They too had to change a lot of the things that you need to change. So that in itself is proof that you must change your environment, that you must understand that change is required in order for things to happen. Often we want to achieve our goal exactly from where we are. And sometimes we need to understand that we have to change a little bit that space. We want to achieve our goals from the same space that we are, with the same type of surrounding that we are, with the same type of schedule, the same type of commodity, the same type of support system. And sometimes, for the most part, it's not going to work out. You have to understand that in order to achieve that specific goal, you require a specific type of lifestyle, a specific type of certain things that are going to be supporting you in order for you to achieve that. And that is one of the parts that makes it a little bit harder, because it may involve changing friendship, having a conversation with our significant other, certain things that are going to create friction that we don't want to go through, but evidently is super important. And there's no other way to go around it. So really meditate on what you want to achieve. Who is the type of person who has achieved that kind of goal? And are you willing to make the changes necessary in order for you to be able to become and embody that type of person? So understanding this key point is super important to really be able to accomplish a goal, macro or micro, that we're trying to achieve. In conclusion, don't let another year pass you by without you really giving it your all and going after your goals and getting exactly what you deserve. Don't let December of 2019 be another repetition of the past 5, 10, 20 years. And don't forget to join the conversation. Let us know in the comments down below if you have any tips of your own that have helped you achieve any goals. We want to know, and we want to help the rest of the community to learn, grow, and transform into the success they are meant to be. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to become part of our tribe, where we look forward to learn, grow, and transform into the success we are meant to be. Until next time.